Hey everybody, Zealous Talon here, and this is the review for the Power Rangers Jungle Fury Transforming RoarMax Megazord set. And I'm just going to tell you right off the bat that that's a complete misnomer, as this is not a Megazord at all. What this was is basically the three accessory mecha animals that are summoned by the Rangers to power up the Jungle Pride Megazord. So these three on their own do not transform. Well, they transform, but they don't combine into a Megazord. They are accessory mecha. So I received these in a bundle secondhand with the transforming Jungle Pride, and honestly, if I hadn't gotten all 6 of those together for about 20 bucks, I wouldn't even have bothered with any of them, just because, I mean, obviously these don't do anything without the Jungle Pride Megazord, and the Jungle Pride on his own is a bit bland without these accessory options. And as a side note, I am still trying to get the Battle Megazord that has the Wolf, Chameleon, Lion, and that weird-ass claw cannon thing, but anyway, getting on to it. You have the elephant, which is assigned to the Yellow Ranger, the bat, which is assigned to the Blue Ranger, and the shark, which is assigned to the Red Ranger. So we'll just get started with combining these onto him. Let's start with the elephant here, and also in none of these configurations does he use this Sansetsukan, so you can just keep that off to the side, which I always found it weird that for having such a unique weapon, which could really have been one of the things going for it, seeing it fight with the 3-section staff a lot, and so he just uses, you know, the punching and kicking and the stupid spinning attacks. It's like it could have had something going for him with that unique weapon, but he hardly ever uses it. But anyway, the elephant here is pretty cool. It's having seen the deluxe size versions, this is the one that is most accurate, as and many people have said. But to get it transformed, what you do for all these modes, starting with the Jungle Pride Megazord, is you return the head to its tiger mode, and that's it. Everything else happens with these guys. So you'll take off the elephant's head, and then separate the tusks and mouth from the rest of it. Just set that down real quick. The body, you'll lift up the legs so that they're pointing towards the top side. And then there's screw holes in one side but not in the other, so you'll want the clean side facing forward. I mean, it'll go on either way, but why would you want those big ugly screw holes facing the front? So you'll split them in half, and then the belly opens out, and then you there's some indentations on the shoulder and some pegs inside of the elephant. So once it's on there, it's fairly secure. I mean, it's not going to support weight. I mean, if you try to pick it up by the shoulders, it'll fall apart, but it holds there well enough. And then with the mouth and tusks, you'll just rotate the tusks up to reveal a new face. And here's the interesting thing, is if you look at the face, if I get it in frame, you'll see it has a red border around it. The standard face has a black border, and actually all of the different faces have different coloration to it, which it's a very subtle touch, but I like it. And also you can see how there's kind of a silvery trunk going down there, which is cool. So, but there's a little clip that you'll just snap that into, and then the elephant's head, you'll just want to pull the ears out and then make sure this little black bit is out, stick it into his hand, and you have the Jungle Pride Megazord with elephant power, or Geki Elephant Toja, which much better naming convention that way, I think. But he gets a lot of bulk, and I wasn't as big a fan of this mode at first, but it's really grown on me, because with the overall kind of weak standard articulation this guy has. He does the Geki Toja figure doesn't communicate its agility very well, so this bulks it out and just gives it a lot more powerful look. Gives it a proper heavy weapon with the ball and chain, and it really just it kind of works for me. And plus, this particular shade of green is very odd compared to most. So, but getting past that. Our next mode is going to be with the bat, which actually is my favorite mode. Now again, the bat is assigned to the Blue Ranger, and it does still have little missiles that are push fired. They're not spring loaded, they're just pressure missiles here on the side. So to get him transformed, we'll rip off the butt section. And then there's 4 clips on his back that'll go into 4 holes on the back of the Megazord, like so. And then you just peg the face in, split it, so he has little bat wings on his helmet, and that is the Geki Bat Toja, or Jungle Pride with bat power. And he has sort of a medium silverish blue accent to the side of his face, which again, pretty neat. Just I like subtle differences like that. Now you can kind of pose him like he's holding onto the wings, but the wings don't articulate beyond the first joint, so and there's no handle, so you can't actually have him holding the things. So I usually just leave the arms down and make it look like he has a wing pack, sort of like the Titan Megazord or the Killer Albareno, or etc. There's been other winged Megazords, but he looks cool this way. But I mean, again, it really just doesn't look like anything more than a flight pack, so it doesn't really communicate the steel fan weapon style very well. But I still really like the look of it. There's not too many purple Zords, although you could do Geki Wolf Bat Toja, I guess, and have a lighter purple and a darker purple. So, on one Megazord, holy cow. But he is cool, and there has never before been a bat. There's never been a bat before or since, so very unique in that aspect. And lastly, we have a shark. Yes, another frickin' shark. I think every fish Zord has to be a shark, except for the swordfish Zord. But this is again the Red Rangers, so we'll just split the head from the body. And this used to have electronics as well to make the gills light up, but they're just painted now. So, but rotate the fins 180 as such, and then the face mask, and you'll see he has sort of like a little mask over his mouth, sort of like for breathing underwater, which is just cool because he is like better at fighting underwater with this mode. You'll just clip this on. And yes, the helmet is a bit big and ridiculous, but oh well. And then the body splits in half, and there's some little purple connectors in here that you'll just fold out like so. And then they peg onto the arm, generally not too cooperatively, so it's going to be a little rough. Goodness, there we go. I'm just going to do it real light, don't have much time. And they really don't like to peg on or stay in. There we go. But that is the Jungle Pride with Shark Power, or the Geki Shark Toja. These are supposed to be swords, but they don't look much like swords to me. So, the weakest mode in my opinion. But anyway, thanks for watching.